Welcome to the Digital Drawing Dojo. I'm your sensei, Tim the Illustrator. Sit back and enjoy the show as your sensei slings some strokes across your screen. If this sort of thing sinks your subscribe below. Here we have our fancy feline, our crouching cat, pouncing puma, and that is Penny. And she's prowling to position. So we've got a lot of alliteration going on with the P's even right from the get-go, but that will not carry out throughout this video. But she is the star of this particular illustration, and the part of her that looks rather complete is actually borrowed from a previous illustration, and I'm just using it for reference. So I could theoretically copy and paste parts from one part to the other, and that would save me some work, and maybe it wouldn't even be a big deal that, you know, every illustration is not original. So I kind of leave that to you. Let me know in the comments or contact me if you think it's worth it to redo the artwork, or if it seems fine if I were to copy and paste and just kind of retouch a little bit. So let me know below. Another point of interest that we have here is what I call, and Elizabeth also pointed out, the Armadillo Cave, which is actually where Penny lives, but it does, from this distance, kind of look like a little armadillo crawling around. So, if you agree, also let me know that. I think it's just a fun little coincidence that doesn't distract from the story too much. And also, speaking of small things, is over the water you will see a castle, or rather the rubble of a castle, and that also kind of looks a little bit like maybe a crumbled cookie, at least again in my opinion. But all these are callbacks to previous parts of the story, and again, hopefully they don't distract from the story, but perhaps if you were to go back and reread, then go over it again, then you would say, hey, what do you think about that? At least that's how I like to build these illustrations, is that some of them have depth and little hidden Easter eggs and all that sort of thing, but again, hopefully none of it distracts from the plot too much, because that's gotta move on. I actually just learned an illustrating tip about making sure that your backgrounds don't distract from the main part, which is exactly what I'm hoping to do. So again, Penny is the rock star here in that particular image, so wanted to make sure that she looks her best there. As you can see from the upcoming sketch that I haven't finished below, she will not be exactly looking her best, brightest, and most bushy-tailed coming up soon, but for now, we'll just let her be. So in fact, you can probably guess what's coming up on the next page, is that it's gonna be, well, it's not gonna go too great for Penny here. See that Totes is guzzling her down. Ruin just about anybody's day, I imagine. But for now, she can have her couple of seconds of glory. Here I go, working on the grass in the background. I kind of saved that till later because I wasn't sure how much the grass was going to play or interfere with Penny in her crouching position. Turned out I decided that it wasn't going to interact a whole lot, but it doesn't matter. It still ended up looking alright, and I was happy with it. So here we are doing some mountains using some classic Bob Ross tips for mountain shading. He's definitely been a bit of an influence, so it's been fun. Here we go. This is a bit later when I had finished Totes over there. And here we have the next page revealed. Totes didn't notice that he'd gulped up the cat, who cursed kitty litter, then continued to chat. So there you have a very rough sketch of the next page. And it may look quite a bit different from that, obviously, but that will be the general idea. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe below. Until next time, this is your sensei saying sayonara.